Hey guys, what's going on? It's King Clutch here, and today guys, we're back on the NBA 2K20. I hope you guys are all having a great day and everything is going well for you. Today what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to be doing a Devin Booker build for you guys. I'm going to be building D-Book here in 2K20. Now honestly, Devin Booker is one of my favorite players in the league. He's a great player and he's doing great things for the Phoenix Suns. I should have worn my Suns sweatshirt that I was wearing in that Kawhi build video yesterday. What you're going to want to do for this build is you're going to want to select a shooting guard. Devin Booker is a shooting guard. You could go point guard. I would suggest just go shooting guard. You could probably go either way, but I'm just going to build this to Devin Booker and make him a shooting guard. Now, for the skill breakdown, guys, there are, I feel like, two options for a Devin Booker build. You could go pure sharp, pure shooting, but I wouldn't suggest that. I just feel like it's not worth it. I feel like you can take a little bit of a hit in your shooting to get better playmaking. This also improves your finishing stats as well as some of your defensive stats. So I just feel like this is a better overall build. And Booker is a good passer. He's obviously shooting is what he is known for, you know, doing great in the three-point contest and things. But I feel like this is a better overall build than the pure shooting pie chart. This way, I just feel like you get a better overall build. You'd be more useful to a team than if you were just, I guess, a pure sharp. I just like having the ability to dribble, and obviously Booker's handles aren't insane. They're not on Kyrie Irving's standards, but they're still great. They're still really good. So we're gonna go with this shooting and playmaking pie chart here. Now guys, for the physical profile, I feel like for a Devin Booker build, this is pretty easy. You're just gonna go with the one that prioritizes speed. I feel like speed is a big thing for this build. It's a big thing for any guard build, and also your vertical is decent. So overall, I feel like the first pie chart here, the one with the majority speed, is the best pie chart here. Attributes on this build, again, you're gonna want to max out everything you would on any other build. So your close shot, your driving dunk, obviously your shooting stats for a Booker build, you're gonna want those, and you're gonna want to max them all out. Now guys, one thing, the thing you're probably gonna do the least is either post fades or free throws. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower this down to an 86, which will save us 1 point we can put somewhere else. Then we still get our 22 shooting badges here. And guys, for this pass accuracy, we're gonna boost that all the way up. We're gonna boost our ball handle up. We're gonna do perimeter D, lateral quickness, steal. And then we have 70 points left. We can spend whatever you'd like. We want a few more playmaking badges on this build. So guys, I'm not gonna max out post moves. I'm gonna take this down, because we max out, we still get 21, but I'm gonna take this down all the way to 78. So that way we'll get 21 playmaking badges. Now I have 38 points left, and I can go ahead and apply these to any of the other categories that I would like. Now guys, this is a total preference. I feel like you can go either way with this. I feel like Booker, if you were making a build that's more true to Booker, you would probably apply these to you probably apply these to your finishing categories. This way you get a few more finishing categories, and if you wanted to maximize that, just put them all on to post hook, even though you're probably not going to be shooting any post hooks with this build. Right now we have 3 finishing badges. We have 38 points left. We could go ahead and apply these there. We get 7 finishing. Otherwise, we can try to mess with this a little bit. We can add those there to give ourselves 5. And I wanted to see if we can maybe get some more defensive badges, but what I might do is just go ahead and apply these points here to finishing, just because I feel like finishing badges are also a necessity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply these to finishing rather than defense, be able to finish at the rim more consistently. But another good option would be to apply those points to defense rebounding and get yourself 2 more defensive badges. This way you're going to be low in one of the 2 categories. Otherwise you'd only have 3 finishing and 3 defending. This way we have 1 more badge total. So we're going to go with that. Now for the body shape, again, this doesn't matter. Do whatever you prefer for players. I'm gonna go with define. That's how I like all of my players. I just feel like I really don't even think this makes much of a difference. It might make more of a difference for like slashers and centers, but I'm just gonna go with define. That's how I usually leave all of my players. Now for height, Devin Booker is 6'5". If you'd like for this build, you could go 6'4". It helps with your speed a little bit, and then your steal, your pass accuracy and your mid-range by 1. I'm gonna go with 6'5". I feel like 6'5" is a good height for this build overall, and this would attribute to Booker extremely well because you are getting his exact height here. Now guys, in real life, Devin Booker is 206 pounds, so what we could do, we could put him at 206, but I just want to see again if there is any sweet category in here. I feel like for this build, strength isn't really a necessity. You just don't need it. I mean, you're going to be doing some driving, but not a lot, and it's just not really, you don't really need it. So what I'm going to do is take this down a little bit. I want to see if we can get a boost in some of these other categories. And I know this isn't his actual weight. As I said, his actual weight is 206, but 206 doesn't do anything for you. And that is actually the average, pretty much the average. 205 would be the middle. So So 206 would be one above. But we're gonna go, I think I'm gonna leave it at 199 because that way we get a +1 to our vertical and our excel, and we only lose 1 in our strength. But that way if we go down any more, we would lose more in our strength. You can go in 197. I'm just gonna leave it at 199. But you can go anywhere between 197 and 198. It doesn't make a difference. Now for the wingspan, guys, for a Booker build, what you could do, I would suggest you could leave it in the middle, but honestly, you want to be able to shoot with this build. Shooting is your main priority. So minimizing that is a very, very good idea. So guys, what you could do if you'd like, you could minimize the wingspan to 77 inches. Devin Booker's wingspan is, he's listed at 6'8", so that is right around 80 inches. So if you'd like, you could go like 80.7 if you're wanting to make it true to him. You could go 79.8. I wouldn't suggest that though. If you're gonna pick between those two, I would go 80.7. Otherwise, if you wanted to get a little bit more boost to your shooting, you could go with 78.9, which if you're gonna go anything below 79.8, you might as well just minimize it, because you, after that, between 78.9, 78, 77, there is no difference. There's only positives in some of your categories. This way, you're gaining some strength back. You're getting an 87 for your mid-range, an 88 for your 3. You're getting a boost to your ball handle and a boost to your post moves. You're losing a little bit on steal and block, but block isn't a big concern with this build. So I'm going to minimize it, but if you wanted to stay true to Booker, you could go 80.7. I'm just going to go ahead and minimize it to give a bigger boost to our shooting categories for this build. Now, for the takeover, I feel like there's really two options. You could go either spot up shooter or shot creator. Spot up shooter, the takeover is great, for shooting. I'm going to go with the shot creating takeover just because you're going to be doing a lot more. You're going to be doing some facilitating with this build. You're going to be doing some driving and a lot of shooting. So this way, this will help get your takeover meter quicker than just shooting the ball. This overall, it should be a quicker takeover to get than the shooting one, because if you drive it all, you'll still get boost to your shot creating takeover. So we're going to go with that for this build. And if you wanted to kind of make a cheesy build, you could do slashing takeover, but I'm just going to go shot creating takeover. For our player build, guys, we are going to get an offensive threat similar to Pete Maravich, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker, as you guys can see there, guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I feel like the best badges would be on this build. We're going to crank this all the way up to 99 overall, and I will show you guys those badges. All right, guys, so we're going to start it off with these defensive badges. This one's pretty easy. I would suggest either Clamps or Intimidator. I'm going to go with Intimidator. I feel like that is a better badge than Clamps if you have to pick between the two. I feel like that'll do more. So we're going to go with that there. Now, for our finishing badges, this is completely personal preference. Put Contact Finisher on gold. There isn't a reason why you wouldn't. I don't see why you wouldn't put it on. I want to put Fancy Footwork on silver, Giant Slayer on bronze, and then Slithery Finisher on bronze as well. So I feel like this way you'll be able to dunk pretty well. I feel like putting Contact Finisher not on gold is not a good idea. And I really feel like if you were making a Booker build, you probably wouldn't have this on this high. You'd probably put it on Relentless, but just for the build purposes in the game, you'd want it. It wouldn't make a reason. You don't have a reason not to. And if I weren't, I'd probably put it on Consistent and Relentless if you're making it like true to book. You could maybe put this on bronze for that. But I'm going to put it on gold. I feel like that is the best thing to do for the game. We'll go ahead and do these playmaking badges, guys. You're going to want handles for days. I put that on gold. Quick first step on gold. I feel like for a Booker build, you're going to want Bailout. That is for sure. Needle Threader, I feel like would be a good badge to have for a Booker build on here at all. You're going to want Space Creator because he does shoot quite a bit of step backs. I feel like Tight Handles is good. Stop and Go again is good. Unpluckable is good. And then also for a Devin Booker build, you could do Lob City Passer. He throws a lot of lobs to Ayton between him and Ricky Rubio. But if also you could throw Dimer on here, I feel like he's a pretty good passer. And downhill is another thing. He's pretty quick in transition when he gets the ball. He's not extremely fast, but you could add downhill, and if you want to just make these Hall of Fame, that's what I like to do with my builds. But this is probably what I would run, something similar to this for a Devin Booker build. Also, you maybe could do floor general if you'd like, depending on if you're going to be running point guard for your team in the park. So now for the shooting badges, guys, I feel like these for a Booker build, going to put Range Defender, Hall of Fame. Quick Draw, I'm always going to leave it on silver no matter what build I make if I have a shooting build. I feel like putting on a Hall of Fame is a waste. I'm going to leave it on silver. I feel like it works just as well. Difficult Shots, Hall of Fame. Catch and Shoot, I put on there at least bronze. Again, a lot of people think Catch and Shoot may be a placebo. I'm going to put it on the bronze or silver just for the sake of the video. You're going to want it. Deadeye, I would say you put on a Hall of Fame. Hot Zone Hunter. Hall of Fame. Green Machine would be another one that I would say you would want with this build. Now, a lot of these levels you might switch up depending on how you play the game. Difficult shots you would want, Deadeye you'd want, Hot Zone Hunter you'd want, Range Extender you would want. And then other badges I feel like you would have for a Booker build would be Green Machine, Tireless Shooter, and Volume Shooter. Now, Tireless Shooter, in my opinion, is not really worth it. You're not going to be tired most of the time, depending on if you have your Gatorade boost, you don't need it. But another thing you could do, Clutch Shooter, you could use that. I'm just going to add Volume Shooter because Booker does shoot quite a bit, and this way it'll boost his shot percentages. But you could change some of the levels of these badges, depending on how you play the game. Maybe lower Hot Zone Hunter, put Green Machine up to Silver if you'd like. But these are probably the badges I would run with a Devin Booker build here on 2K20, guys. Hopefully you guys know this Devin Booker build. I really had a good time making this build. If there's any other players you guys would like me to make, put it on the comments below. I'm really enjoying making these player build videos for you guys. I like these a lot. I feel like it's fun. It's fun to make players similar to, you know, the NBA players you enjoy watching. So if you guys can think of any other players you'd like me to do or any player you want to see next, I'm planning on doing quite a few, but if there's any player you want to see sooner than later, put it in the comments below, and I will try to make him for you guys and get that video out as soon as possible to you guys. Anyways, it's been King Clutch here, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and peace out.